Imagine yourself at the end of your life. As you look back and survey your hopefully long years, you think,
I built the life I wanted. I did it my way.
now snap back to the present. Are you on course to say that? Are you living the life future you would want today? You only have this life to live. You've got to make it count. And if it's not counting, if you're stuck in a rut, it's time to get out of it. It's time to take action. Because the way to the life you want is through action. Through deliberate choices that connect the point where you are right now to where you want to be. You don't have to be passive about change. Change doesn't have to happen to you. You can be the agent of it. Because inside, every one of us is a much more effective and accomplished person struggling to get out. But first, we must create the circumstances to set this person free. We have to create a life where great things are possible. And that means thinking ahead and making the changes that enable this. But to make those changes, we need to understand how change operates at the mental level. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "He who is brave is free." Turn it around, and it's equally true. To be free, be brave. First, you must dare to imagine the life you want. What does it look like? Be brave and think about what your heart desires. You don't have to think small all the time. If you have big dreams, go for them. Dare to make them real. Dare to believe you can live out your dreams in this lifetime while you still can. Psychologists call this self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to accomplish what you set out to do. Each completed task, no matter how modest, strengthens this belief. And self-efficacy is the foundation upon which all our larger achievements will be built. Here's the beautiful thing about real self-efficacy. It creates a virtuous cycle. You set out with an accomplishment in mind, and each accomplishment increases your confidence. Increased confidence leads to bigger challenges. Bigger challenges further boost your confidence, allowing even bigger ones. Before you know it, you're achieving things you thought were impossible, all because you started with something small. The truth is that life transformations are rarely the result of dramatic overnight changes. They're the culmination of consistent, smaller actions that compound, like a stock market pension plan started 20 years ago. But you might be older and feeling tired after experiencing many failures. Sometimes we can become skeptical about plans or even the results of our actions.
What's the point? Nothing ever changes. I can't have the things I want.
That's not true. It's not true of us. Believing that disrespects what we can become. It disrespects the potential we have to improve. And it's not true factually either. Time is affecting us all. Change is making changes to our situation all the time. Believe in the possibility of change for yourself. And now that we understand that, it's time to get started. Because understanding isn't enough. We need the right kind of action to reach our life goals. So how do we get to the good life starting from here? It's simple. We start small. Your very first step is to look for an easy win. Small victories create momentum, and momentum is the key to change. You can start with one of those tasks you've been putting off for weeks or months. Today, you tackle it. Because you can handle difficult tasks. You can do hard things. And you prove this to yourself through action. So pick one thorny task today, just one, and complete it. Feel the immediate sense of relief that comes from crossing something off your list that's been haunting you. And while you're at it, look around your physical environment. Our surroundings impact our mental state. Is there visible clutter in your room or dishes in the sink? Take 15 minutes out of your schedule to clear it. The logic here is simple. When you alter something you can physically see, you make tangible your capacity for change. This is a proof that becomes a powerful reminder that you, yes, you, are capable of self-improvement. Think of yourself like a great athlete training. Look at Olympic athletes. They begin by showing up to practice and then repeat that step thousands of times. So, start with the small and then build up from there. Pick one thing and do it now, and then take a deep breath before the next step. Because we're building up to something. And that something is a plan. That's how we're going to get to our destination. Through a plan.
I'm more of a doer more than a planner.
I can hear some of you saying. Well, today that changes. Because big goals don't happen easily or naturally. Big goals need plans. Small actions are powerful, but they aren't enough. To create lasting change, we need direction and structure. This is where planning comes in. Think of it this way. You've probably lived most of your life without a plan, and the results of that are what you see around you. Even without a plan, life will still happen, and you'll still have to react to it, as we all do. But when you have a plan, you can get ahead of this endless reactive loop. You can move beyond fighting fires. You can start making changes that aren't just reactions, that reflect your will and your goals. And that's the type of change we're looking to create. Change in accordance with our will. So pause here if you need to, and reflect. Come up with your idea of the life you want. Take all the time you need. Now for the next step. Once you have your ambitions locked in, it's time to map out how you're going to get there. But first, let's lay down some ground rules. 1. Survey all the areas of your life you want to change. 2. Work with what you have. 3. Be realistic about what's possible. 4. Include the possibility of delays and setbacks in your plan, so that when they happen, and they will happen, you'll be prepared. So let's start with what you want to change. All of us lead big, complicated lives. There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of people involved, and a lot of factors in play. And there will be screw-ups, sometimes due to us, and sometimes not. Because there's so much at stake, we start by focusing on the top-line things we most want to change. We attack those first. If your goal is to go from the bottom to the top quartile of physical fitness, that's a big goal. Or if you want to do something similar for wealth, that's also a big goal. But trying to do them both at the same time is probably too much. Try to figure out what you want, broadly, and then narrow it down. Remember that meaningful change requires focused attention. When we spread ourselves too thin, we make minimal progress. You have to prioritize to make progress you can see on your goals. It's fine to say no to things that are too big to take on at this moment. It's also fine to say no to goals you're not prepared to do. These aren't just abstractions we're talking about. They're goals that you, the human being sitting where you sit, can achieve. We need the goals and the ambition, but also realism if this is going to work. The sweet spot lies between what challenges you and what's actually doable in your circumstances. This means being honest with yourself about your starting point, available resources, and level of commitment. It's better to be real about it now than later, when the missed goals start piling up. To help with that, break down your larger goals into smaller, measurable milestones. Each of these should be something you can definitively check off as complete. This approach provides regular feedback on your progress and creates natural pauses for celebration as time marches on. So once you have your goals, think about what you have available to you to make them real. For example, if you want to start a business that costs $1 million to start, but you don't have $1 million and won't be able to get $1 million, that's a problem. Take inventory of your actual resources: time, money, knowledge, skills, and social support. These are the building blocks of your plan. If there's a significant gap between what you need and what you have, you'll need to either adjust your goal or create a phase focused on acquiring those resources. And if you can't get those resources, that's okay too. Because you have to set goals that you can actually realistically achieve, using the time and resources available to you. We all have limited energy each day, and how we use it matters tremendously. Think about where your energy currently goes. Are you spending it on activities that align with your plan? Or is it being drained by things that don't serve your greater purpose? Sometimes, the most important change we can make is learning to say no to energy drains that don't move us forward. This might mean saying no to so-called opportunities that leave you depleted, or stepping back from toxic relationships that consume your resources without giving in return. And remember to build in periods of rest. This shouldn't be confused with laziness. This is a strategic investment in your future productivity. The most successful people understand that managing energy is just as important as managing time. Make sure there is some fun time built into your plan, whether that means sleep, exercise, or even video games. Whatever form of rest you prefer, include that in your plans. Also, consider the people around you. It's been said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time around. Who are those people in your life? Do they support your vision for change? Or do they block it? You don't need to dramatically cut people out of your life, but you might need to be intentional about finding mentors and peers who are walking a similar path. Seek out communities where your aspirations are normal. In these environments, your plan will fit in as what everyone in the group is working towards. Financial resources matter too, but we often overestimate how much money we need to begin. Many meaningful changes, improving our health, learning new skills, strengthening relationships, require more commitment than cash. Start with what you have, and you'll be surprised how resourceful you can become. With your plan in place and resources ready, you can begin. But know the path forward won't always be smooth. By their nature, when we come up with big plans, we're talking about a setup that almost guarantees delays. It's not your fault, and it's not because anyone did anything wrong. It's because what you're talking about involves a big change with a lot of unknowns. And if you underestimate even one of those unknowns, you're going to face delays. So build in flexibility. Rigid plans fail at the first obstacle. Adaptable ones can be saved. Think of your plan as a living document rather than a fixed roadmap. So anticipate that going in. If your plan assumes no hitches and takes 3 months, then assume a hitch or 2 and budget 5 months. This is just being realistic about the nature of major change. Know that plans may have to change, and allow some flexibility in case you need that option. You also can't have change without a setback or 3. It's inevitable. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't often comes down to how they respond to bad news. Even if you've anticipated issues, Include rest and time in your plan to recover from setbacks too. For instance, take your motivation. It will ebb and flow. Rather than relying solely on feeling motivated, develop systems and habits that keep you moving forward even during low-energy periods. Small, consistent actions often yield better results than one-time heroic efforts. So, begin. You have a plan. Now it's time to execute your plan. You should tell yourself, as you start, I'm here to do a job. The job you laid out in your plan. Then work on it without becoming fixating on the outcome. Some days you'll feel like you're making huge strides. Other days might feel like you're taking steps backward. That's normal. Remember that progress isn't linear. What matters is consistency. What matters is showing up day after day, even when it's difficult. Especially when it's difficult. Because here's the truth. Deep personal change happens in the moments when we're most tempted to give up. It's in pushing through resistance that we grow stronger. It's like building muscle. The growth doesn't happen when it's easy. It happens when you're at the edge of your capacity, when your muscles are burning and begging you to stop. That's when transformation occurs. So embrace the discomfort. Welcome the challenges. They're not obstacles to your progress. They are your progress. If you do have to change your plans, don't feel bad about it. It happens to the best of us. That's life. For example, if you have a plan to build a business on the side, but you get laid off, you're going to have to adjust, and fast. We mentioned the importance of being realistic. If you need a new main job, your side job may need to be put on pause until your central income source is restored. That's okay. Our time frame here is not 1 month. If you have to pause your plan to get a job, then do that and hold your head high. You're still working on your goals, but you need more time to complete them. Some problems in our life are caused by things outside our control. But some problems are caused by us. We get in our own way. We get mad that things aren't happening as fast as we'd like. And then, in frustration, we do the worst thing possible. We quit. Don't make that mistake. True transformation isn't restricted to today. It's about creating lasting change that fundamentally alters your life path. This requires a different mindset, which can deal in months and years. So be ready for the long haul. You're dreaming big. So the time frame for doing it will have to be big too. The progress from week to week may not look like much, but it's progress. That's what real life transformation looks like. Small changes over time. And be patient with yourself. Don't rush it. Rome wasn't built in a day. The completion of your life's goals won't be done in a day or a month either. The best things in life take time. Celebrate the wins, but keep a level head about your potential progress every week. If you've started dating again, for example, are you going to meet your new life partner this week? That's a lot to ask from 1 week. Your milestone goal in this case should be small. 1 dinner date. If you've got a date set up, that's great. You've met your goal for the week. It may not be a great date, and it may not go farther than 1 date. But so what? You're working on your plan, and you're hitting the milestones. That's what matters. Pace yourself. Each day is like a piece on a chessboard we're moving to get to our ultimate objective. In chess, you can't go from nothing to victory in a single move. You have to position your pieces, adjust to the developments around you, and keep building up strength over time. Your plan will follow this trajectory too. So be patient. Move quickly, but also, when necessary, take your time and be slow. Remember why you started this journey in the first place: to make meaningful change. It's about what matters to you. So connect with your deepest motivations regularly. When times get tough, and they will, your core values will sustain you. This process is about progress, not perfection. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, making imperfect efforts that compound over time into remarkable change. So take the next step, however small it might look. Trust the process. Be kind to yourself when you stumble. Celebrate your victories, no matter how modest, because you're no longer drifting. You have a plan, you're taking action. And with patience and persistence, you will indeed build the life you want, one smart choice at a time. In the end, this is the way. You begin with a plan, and then you do it, a little piece at a time. And the doing of it becomes its own motivation, as the fruits of your success become their own incentive. Take one step today. Add another step tomorrow. Build your Stoic toolkit one piece at a time. These aren't just ancient ideas. They're practical tools that work right now. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These techniques have worked for thousands of years, so start using them. Today, the life you want is yours to take. Act on your plan and make it real.